their tactics, their gameplay. They just keep going, and honestly, they don't lose a lot. It's that simple. You might feel like you've got a leg up on them and you could have a lead in the third. They don't stop. They'll come back by close of regulation, work every single possession, and come away with the dub. But coming out firing here are the Finns. Okay, they're going to try and be those gray, giant, great white shark dorsal fins, not the porpoise kind, and be deadly to this Turkey team.
And Turkey is in the red, Finland's in the white. Also, shout out to Shama Gamer said, I told you Germany was going to win. All right, they did win. I see a prediction. A great little finish at the rim for Turkey, 3-2. Also, we got Gold Skill saying Turkey. We got Only Sensei from New Zealand. What's up, baby? Man, you're a great guy. And also, everybody's watching. We still have that giveaway, okay? A chance to win NBA 2K25. You got to make sure you go to eFIBA_official and just keep going. And now, the thing about that is that once you go to that page, you have to follow FIBA as well, like the post, tag 3 of your friends, and then you'll be put in a pool for a chance to win a code to download the full game. That's saving some kind of money, and then you can practice and be a part of this great community of 2K. And again, shout out to everybody who's been a part of it. Truly Honcho, I know him pretty well. You know, Delo 2K, you know, even some professionals that have been part of the dribbling. Shout out to my man, the professor. I DM'd him today. And also, the Fung Bros, David Fung and also Andrew Fung, posting on their page. Big inspiration in the Asian community, also in the basketball community. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's all about love. Now, going to the right side, 𝐒𝐿𝐵, getting that mid-range, knocking it down. Nothing but green. It's absolutely so sublime, and I want to see it again.
And here come the Finns. Paba, or ex-Pabax, has been really good. Markku de Boss, a solid big man as well. They've just been not a flashy team, Vince, but a consistent team, right? And yesterday, oh, man, they're just hitting their stride. Let's put it that way. 2 nights ago on stream, I thought, wow, that's some of the most complete Finnish performances we've seen. And then yesterday, they come out and kind of shock a few people with that big win. Here they are now. They get their shot at one of the best in the world, if not the best in the world, Turkey.
All right, keeping it close. And then we always talk about how Turkey is basically the undefeated team, but we got to talk about that first game that most people don't really repeat, if you know what I mean. Turkey did get a loss technically against Poland, so they're not fully undefeated, but they did win due to the technicality of best of 2. So they are beatable. It could happen, but we got to find out if Finland is coming to finish on top.
Ooh, the Finns gonna finish. Let's frickin' go. Okay. Early on, a cagey affair, but honestly, it just doesn't seem as though any game is too fast or too slow for this Turkey team, man. Whatever the pace is, they're gonna play their game, and they're gonna be in it always.
Indeed, and they get some decisive wins. But let's see how they're going to come down the stretch. 6-5. Finland staying in it. Also, Only Sensei says good morning or good afternoon wherever you are. I'm on the East Coast in America, so it's only about 1:30 p.m., so it's afternoon. What about you? Where you at, Chris?
Well, it's 7:30 p.m. here in Europe, and honestly, no place I'd rather be on a Saturday night than on the mic with you watching these powerhouses go toe-to-toe. Tanzu working it back to Jamboy here. Pick and roll. Oh, they were expecting the help defense. That's a tactic we've actually seen. They're going to settle for the beautiful 3 there from the wing and just making it look ridiculously easy, stroking a green.
And I hope he's watching. Shout out to Coach Khan from Turkey. We got to meet the big fella in Jönköping, Sweden. So nice, such a jolly guy as well. You know, he's all about business and was happy on how far his team went. But let's see if they're going to go even farther this year. They want revenge against every team because, again, they came in with a huge target on their back but was unable to get to the finals, you know, going against France. But France also has a game after this, so it's going to be a massive rematch for the semifinals.
Indeed, it is. And the way the bracket is shaped up, though, Vince, I'm not calling any predictions. We got games ahead of us here, but if it were to be France and Turkey, well, only one of them is going to advance. Let's put it that way. So it's going to be interesting. That young Portuguese and German teams, those young Portuguese and German teams have to be eyeing the Philippines a little bit. They still got to focus on the games in front of them, though. But wow, what an opportunity.
Definitely, 𝐒𝐿𝐵 trying to prove they belong in the semifinals, but Finland is fighting with all their might. I like it, and it could be some nice new colors. That's going to be the stage, but a crazy dunk and even better defensive play by the Finnish. Trying to find it, but 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐿 stroking the green from the corner, making them pay, getting the lead by 2.
Just so patient, so calm and collected. You think you've got them beat, and then boom, offensive board, they work it back out. 𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐴𝑥 has been really good for my money, Vince, like one of the better PGs. Slightly larger build as well, just solid as a rock though, man. There's that help defense actually generating the open shot right there. Can't knock it down, can't make him pay. Rennie back the other way, drops it off to Jamboy. Gonna pull up and take the easy points on offer. It's a 4-point, slim 4-point Turkey lead right now.
Stop and popping. I said it could be a great rematch between Turkey and France, but if it's Israel and Finland and it's just a purely blue and white affair, so the flags are exactly the same color, okay, so it doesn't matter what color I wear. I think I wear blue and white for both teams as they do advance, so no one's saying they got some favoritism. But again, the matchup is actually pristine, and I'm liking the defense from Turkey, but then that's so quick. Are you kidding? Did that just end the first? I didn't even notice that.
It's it. Blinking, you're missing games right now, right, Vince? I mean, it's just been so quick tonight. Teams are not resting as they see just so many shots, so many moves in their repertoire, Turkey. Truthfully, they have an A, B, C, D, E, F, and a G when it comes to their offensive schemes and what they can do to you, how they can punish you. The same group of lads have been together for 5 years now. 𝐒𝐻𝐿, captain, fantastic. A leader of men, very understated individual, one of my absolute all-time favorite human beings in the international 2K scene. And yeah, this team is hard to beat. But take nothing away from the Finns. Right now, they're neck and neck as we see a really nice dunk. One of our first statement dunks of the day here, Vince.
𝐒𝐻𝐿 the problem. As you see, he's to the left. Turkey so close to the camera, not even focused on us. But then to the right side, my man 𝐻𝐻𝐵𝐴, we got a couple of words from him yesterday, and I'm real happy to be here. They definitely showed out in that last battle, you know, and what I really like about it is this is a team that most people didn't know can go as far, but having that final push against Great Britain gave a lot of morale, as you see, gliding to the rim and dunking it reverse style, 18-12, but Turkey is still up.
And you would have thought going into that game on historical form alone that Great Britain were the favorites. I love it. They didn't get that script, okay? They returned to saying, they said, we want rewrites, all right? We're hiring you actors, we're reshooting. Let's go. And then they came out there and played upset, and they have earned the chance now to take down Turkey, and so far so good. They're absolutely within touching distance here. The moment is not too big for them, as we're going to get the 3-second offensive violation. A little bit unlucky there, but good defense from the Finns, stifling this Turkey team.
Yep, and Finland, some really close battles with Croatia, you know, only losing by 6 points. Israel was a great battle, but they got up by 10. But then, you know, what I was really impressed with, Hungary rallying, but then Finland had to battle for themselves. This is on the qualifiers, but the pre-qualifiers went toe-to-toe with Portugal, 49-52 the first game. Serbia was a close game, played against a strong German team, as we fairly see, because they'll be advancing, 60-56. Spain, get them a little bit of a whooping. They got a whooping from Spain, but they're here now in the quarterfinals, 3-3 in the pre-qualifiers. So, hey, they got some talent there in Finland, and I can't wait to see how they're going to do in the next seasons of eFIBA. And a great dunk by 𝐒𝐮𝐬𝐬𝐿 right when I was saying something, getting the lead by 8.
Woo-hoo, absolutely. Sometimes you learn more from your whoopings than your wins, right? So, I mean, like, what I've really enjoyed is how a lot of teams here have persevered. They've come back from losses, they've learned their lessons, and then honestly just look like new teams the next day. Really nicely worked. Quick 1-2 there between little man and big man for a dunk in the paint. I like that part of their repertoire. I'd like to see more of that. We haven't seen much baseline cutting from the Finns. We know that's in their game as well. Obviously, anywhere around the arc, they have a quick 1-2 game. Turkey stroking it green there with a gorgeous 3. You got to watch out for it. It's hard to defend.
I'm sorry, Chris, I got to steal that. Learn more from your whoopings than your wins. Yeah, that's a Chris Simpson original right there.
I'll tell you what, I'll get that on a T-shirt for you.
I like
when
it.
we meet in the Philippines, I'm here for it. I want Slamma Jamma on a T-shirt as well. I like to see some official eFIBA merchandise Air quotes. Slamma jamma. Vince Chang.
Well, we got to do 5 days.
2023, and 2024. I love it.
That's what we're doing, baby. And the one thing I do love about this game at 2K is the community. Please make sure you're following us on all social media. But you see 25-19, 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞 getting a nice decisive win. Going Knights on the left side. Trying to find behind the arc, hitting his mark, extending the lead. Again, they're trying to find a decisive win. They don't want you to go to the cards, so it is best of 3.
But this is what 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞 do. And I guarantee you, if you were to see the shot selection screen, as we get a nice driving dunk and an and one from Miraculous, climbing the ladder, climbing over 3 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞 players to throw that down, and a 3-point play up for grabs.
Now that right there does give homage to where I got 5 Slamma Jamma from. Shout out to the 1982 and 84 Houston Cougars, in which it was just pure air played no matter what. I mean, you had Rady Geddes, you got Eric Dickinson, Alvin Franken, David Rose, Derek Giles, Ronaldo Thomas, and Benny Ander, Gary Orzak, Larry Mixoff, Dan Bunce, and 𝐸𝐞𝐫, the dream. Olajuwon became 𝐸𝐸𝐞𝐫. I mean, my man. Look, and you've been saying him a lot this stream. Clyde Drexler was also on that squad with Michael Young. So all of them played above the rim. It was dunk after dunk. First time we ever seen it in NCAA.
Clyde the Glide, man. That's a special team you just named right there. As we see 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞. Now, I'm just saying I'm going to finish my point about the shot selection, though, as well, Vince. I guarantee if you look at it in sequence, you will see them go wing, wing, top, top, wing, wing. They just continues. We see a nice drive in the lane right there. They continue to keep you guessing. If they come down and hit it from the wing, then they're actually going to rotate and take it from the top because you're overcompensating on the wing. It is next level strategy. Not many teams can execute it as well as they do. But yeah, really, really impressive. And by the way, I am loving these green shoes that we're seeing today. I've noticed that just the last couple of days, more and more avatars with the green shoes. A little, a little positive thinking, reinforcement, stroking of green shoes.
I mean, are they giving homage to Kobe Bryant's Grinches? We don't know. I got to look that up. I'm pretty sure this is an ad on NBA 2K25, but very great gameplay on the first and second quarter. Only Sensei did agree to that. Finland is still in this game. They don't have a decisive win at all. They're battling out. Great dunk right there. 𝐒9 going right to the rim, changing direction and changing speed. I mean, great threes back to back. I mean, the replay, man. I gotta find. Is this Davis? Is this? Who is the one doing these replays? These are beautiful.
Replays are coming in clutch. I love it. But here we go. Third quarter, straight back in. You hit the nail on the head, Vince. Only a 7-point lead for 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞, which means Finland are not out of it at all whatsoever. But look at this offense. Good dish right there. Big man dunk. Hanging off the rim. Making it look easy. So they got that. They got that slide and dish to the hoop right there. I got to tell you, I appreciated the, great steal. Going for the quick transition bucket. Coming back, Jam Boy. Just getting men jumping in the air. A nice foul just to slow things down right there. I did appreciate as well, though, the way the Finnish were moving the ball around and scoring from a range of different scenarios. That's important. You got to be mixing it up at this level.
All right, here we go. Coming to the left side. Going to the front. Nice little thing and beautiful knocking it down. 33-26. Keep it going.
Gorgeous shot. 7-point lead. Now, we've seen the third quarter has been vital so far in all 4 games that we've watched on stream today. Teams are pulling away with them. Jam Boy working it to the corner. Better defense here from Finland. Nice cut along the baseline. You love to see it.
Yep, 35-26. 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞 just holding a 9-point lead. It's not that decisive going into the third. Miraculous giving the top of the key. Marco the Boss, he's been absolutely essential when it comes to this Finnish offense and defense, getting stops. But great strip by Jam Boy. Going down the left side, passing it to Love Battle Dead. Took his time, didn't want to force a shot. Keeping it in the corner, giving it to 𝐒9 Point guard extraordinaire, give and go. 𝐸𝐞𝐫𝐞, the problem is now the solution with a good dunk. Slamma Jamma, 37-26.
And they are just mixing it up nicely, aren't they, Turkey? Always keeping you guessing if you're Finland. You never know where those points are going to come from. Really good steal right there. And a quick timeout just to make sure he didn't lose it back. Heads up play. They always have big brain plays, the Turkish.
I mean, a lot of experience, and you said it before, right before the stream even started. 5 players that know each other. They became a band of brothers. I saw a post. I think they're either going 6-0 or 7-0. You know, being the champions of Europe, they have a chance to do that. So another history in the making, maybe.
Potentially, mate. Potentially. I mean, yeah, the competition in the field here in Europe has just gotten so good this year. As 𝐒𝐫𝐞 is going to pull the trigger. I think we need to see a little bit more of that from the Finns. This 11-point lead is not something you want the Turkish players to be taking this team into the fourth quarter with. You want to chip away at that. Look at him trying to double team. Got to be so careful, though. The moment you crash down and try to pressure too much, they will attack the perimeter just like that, Turkey. And honestly, every single one of the players on their team can score 20 to 30 points, Vince.
Yep, every single one. Trying to get something out of this offense, but then gets bunched around. Look right here. Everybody's in the lane. It was 5 on none. They're ready to put on a showtime for us. But Finland giving that little bump foul to stop the fast break transition.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes. Number 41. 3.
𝐤𝐫𝐞 the problem, knocking it down to the right side. 𝐒𝐫𝐞 going back and forth, trying to see where he's going to go. And watching it to the left, 𝐒𝐫𝐞's cross court. Unable to get it, and now it's Turkey ball.
Great defense up in the passing lane right there. 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿 kicking it round. That's what they do, Vince. They're just so ready to pounce. And don't look now, but that's a 20-point lead. It's just, that is what can happen. You literally have one foot on the banana peel, the other on the door, and you're heading out the exit before you know it. Be nice to leave the club, not with those shoes. Good Lord. 20 points from Turkey now in the lead. That came out of nowhere, Vince.
Nope, it came from experience, because you said it the best. 5 people who know exactly how to play each other, understanding your strengths, finding the open man. You already said it too. It's going to be corner, corner, up, down. They love to be unselfish, but they knock down the shots when it counts.
There really isn't another team that does that as well as Turkey do it in terms of shot selection and rotating around the perimeter. In particular, more hands up in the passing lane right there. It feels like a few moments ago it was only a 7-point lead, Vince. So this is, again, a game in which the third quarter has reared its ugly head for the team who finds themselves down. Good work from 𝐼𝐸𝐿 right there. Got to hit that open shot. 2 big men crashing the boards there for the Turkish team in red. Bringing the ball back up the court here with 𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐿. Trying to work it to 𝐤𝐫𝐿. The problem, he is the solution. 𝐒𝐻𝐻𝐿 thought about it with that beautiful Sonic the Hedgehog blue hair out there. Rennie. Good hustle right there. 3 to shoot. Wide open. They fell asleep. Oh, a reprieve right there. A little bit of a break for the Finns because you don't see Love Battle miss too many open threes.
You don't at all. And as you said a couple of seconds ago, was a 7-point lead. I thought a couple of seconds ago it was the first quarter. We're already going into the fourth. I think, again, we're making a record on one of the fastest games in eFIBA Season 3.
Honestly, Vince, we really feel like the Germans played right. And since then, as we see 𝐤𝐫𝐿 the problem work another open 3 for a 22-point lead, it feels like we're on the German Autobahn, man. No speed limits, just light speed blazing through the galaxy. Hot. Anyway. I can't quote too much Dr. Dre on stream, but there you go. A nice bucket from the Finns coming back the other way. And now just a 1-second differential between play clock and shot clock, which means you can basically wave it off, and you're going to see some classic Rennie slow down. Oh, big man couldn't quite get it to drop right there. And Finland in the bonus. So Turkey will try not to foul. Oh, the jump pass. 2 to shoot. Got to have it. Drops it in. What a shot, Vince. It's an 18-point lead here heading into the fourth. And now look for some iconic Turkish game management. No one does it better.
Knocking it when it counts. 𝐒𝐸𝐿 trying to perform a miracle for Finland. A lot of support from the country. Marco the boss has been a boss this entire season. Going from the left side, give and go. I know I saw that. Oh, beautiful. Roll to the hole. 36-52. Let's get the points on the board. And don't forget, it is best of 3, so they do have another chance after this game.
Impressive stuff here. They cut the lead to 16, and they do have the rock. This is definitely a talented Finnish team. They have the skills to pay the bills as they work an open 3, but at this stage of the game, get a reach-in foul right there. At this stage of the game, they really need to hit those open 3s, Vince. It's now or never in the fourth quarter. You still have time to come back in this, and I think the Finnish defense has been solid. You're going up against one of the best teams in the world, though. So if you got an open 3, you got to make it rain. Big man down low. Great defense from the Turkish, and they're coming back the other way.
That's good. Great defense. Jam boy. Get it to Love Battle Dead in the corner. Pump fake. Not unable to knock it down. Going down to finish. Trying to get some kind of points on the board. You got to start chipping away just like that. And another slam from Marco the Boss.
Big man down low. This is good. Bringing it back to within 14. What you want is a manageable opportunity to take the lead, right? So first of all, you got to get out of double digits. You got to get the deficit out of double digits and then go from there. We've seen wild things happen. This is the 3rd season of eFIBA. Craziness is afoot sometimes in these fourth quarter games, Vince, as we see Turkey dropping in a nice bucket right there. Push this lead back to 16.
I just want to do a nice SpongeBob, bring it around town. And that's what he did when he came down the lane. But also those friendly rolls in NBA 2K25, making these shots so realistic and also give you a little bit of anxiety. Just a little bit of that brown paper bag you got to breathe because you don't know if it's going down or not. But when it does, you just got to exhale.
I love it. Here we go. 𝐒𝐿𝐵 pumping the brakes. Clock is their friend. 14-point lead. Gets the open look. Bangs home another 3. And so far it has been an iconic Turkish performance. Again, they just seem so comfortable in their own skin, don't they?
Yep, Turkey are ready to play. Love the swag from both teams. The polo from Finland, the hoodie from Turkey. Where is our goodie bag? But anyway, Marco the Boss. And again, I'm not saying just get free stuff, but the thing is that I like to represent everybody. But also, shout out to the Finland Instagram team. I just got a DM from them. I posted them this morning, and they're loving everything that we're doing. It's basically Basketball Finland. You can follow them at Basketball Finland, all spelled the same. And it's good to see that there's a lot more basketball being erupted in the country and that the support for NBA 2K. So, again, thank you so much for reposting us. And no matter what happens, you're always going to be in our hearts, and we hope to see you again. But you still got another game after this. And let's see if you can get this upset against the reigning champions of Europe.
Ooh, good defense. Hand up in the passing lane. Coming back the other way. Jam Boy with the double pump. Took it away, put it back in. Gorgeous dunk right there on the transition bucket. Pushes the lead back to 18. Look, Helsinki's not too far from me here in Riga. My neighbors to the north right there. They love their sport. They love their esports. Gorgeous 3 work right there from the Finns. Cuts the lead down to 15. Here comes the full court press, but they got to communicate a little bit more there. A little better, I should say. Can't both double the one man. You got to take away both inbounds. 𝐤𝐫 the problem, patiently holding this ball in the triple threat position. Clock is their friend. We mentioned the other day, they love their basketball, they love their ice hockey, and even, Vince, 3 divisions of semi-pro American football leagues in Finland. You know that as a sport-loving, esport-loving nation. As we have activations on takeovers from both teams here, how will this factor in down the stretch?
Dishmaster right there from Finland that you see, but a good steal. And now we have Marksman going up. Beautiful double pump dunk from Turkey with authority. Ripping it down the rim and trying to get that deciding factor of with that 20-point lead to say, we ain't going to game 3. We're going to keep this a game 2. But Finland not giving up. If they can transition this momentum to the next game, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, that was a good 3 right there. 17-point differential. And the double pump's okay, but 3 pumps, you might get the technical. Go. Wrong sport. Here comes Jam Boy. Back down the other end. Oh, Duncan traffic. Good D from the Finns. Can they work something here? They're going to pump the brakes, pull up. 𝐒𝐿𝐵 trying to get the ball back to a shooter. Corner three. Does he have it? He does. Don't look now. 14-point lead, 43 seconds. You touched upon it, Vince. Even if they can't get back in this one, it's good momentum to carry forward with you.
Yep, take it, take it. Enter 50 saying 𝐒𝐫𝐞. All right, let's do it. Come on, got some support here. 𝐒𝐿𝐵 Rennie trying to just eat the clock. And I think that's what Finland is going to allow. You know, it's about 30 seconds left in the fourth. Just worried about the next game now. Have a memory of a goldfish, as you said before. And we got that from Ted Lasso, which, again, one of my favorite shows nowadays.
Absolutely. And we're not talking about practice. Here we go. Look, Finland, oh, beautiful reverse dunk right there, two-hander. Finland knew they were going to have a fight on their hands. You're going up against the reigning champs of Europe, one of the best teams in the world. We had to do our power rankings before the World Finals last year. And I know it raised a few eyebrows when I said, hey, in arena tournaments, honestly, it can come down to leadership. And we thought that those 5 there from Turkey were going to be really hard to beat.